Hey everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. So part of my summer activities of trying to clean out the mess from the woodshed, in case you remember that video, involved getting this saw taken care of. But this isn't just any saw. In fact, it's not a chainsaw at all. It's one of Homelite's demolition or multi-purpose saws based on the Super XL, a DM20. So this is the other unit I picked up from the fella back in early spring who was selling off some new old stock saws that had some water damage. So yeah, this one didn't have nearly as much damage as some of the others. The tank has some white death in it, but not real bad. And I was able to clean out a little bit of just junk around the saw, and it never seized. It pulls over with good compression. Some of the other saws he had actually gotten wet enough to seize, but this one mostly needed cleanup, and the whole blade arm assembly was missing. Now this is not 100% correct blade arm, because this is one from an early XL98, probably an XL98A. The DM40, which was based on the 410, and then the DM20 used the same parts, but after looking on eBay for, good God, close to 6 months now, when this XL98 setup came up, I decided to go ahead and use it because it fits. It's not quite thick enough, so I had to use a couple shim washers, but everything else is good. It fits up perfectly, and I'm never going to run this. This is going to stay a new old stock, or at least as close to that as you want to call it, for the rest of its life. This is a display model. So you can see, the Super XL part of it is pretty obvious. This full wrap handle for the DM saws, it naturally makes a guy think, could I use that on a regular Super XL? And yes and no. I say that because I don't know how well it would work out. You can see that you've got a series of attachment points. The one I'm concerned about, actually I take that back. That might be the same attachment point for the strap on the Super XL handle. So I know that's not threaded on a standard Super, but hell, that wouldn't be hard to add. And then they're using the lower bucking spike mount, so. But these are hen's teeth too, so good luck. Got special muffler, much deeper, bigger overall muffler. I don't know how much quieter it actually would be. Revised the cover, of course, to cover up, an area big enough to hold an actual belt clutch drum and all of that. And of course, a much bigger air filter is housed under here. This thing has threads about 14 miles long. And I don't know why. Yeah. So, again, you can see the evidence of some of the water damage. Wherever the hell these things were stored at, it was moist. I know it was a shed. And I don't know if the roof collapsed or what the heck the deal was. But on this one, I just replaced the fuel hose, because that was broken out, and then actually the folks at UPS managed to break this bracket, so thankfully my buddy Jim locally here had one of those in his stock of parts. So anyway, something you don't see every day for the collection, this DM20. And again, the other saw that I picked up from him was this nice XL12. This had severe damage from water in the cylinder. I actually had that apart completely and back together. I had to media blast the crankcase out to get rid of all the white death, and yeah, I don't know if I'd ever actually run it. I mean, I don't intend to. It would run now. It's cleaned up enough that it would, but I don't know, just too nice of a saw to run. So anyway, a couple real nice units that I am happy to add to the collection.